with Treaty United manager Tommy Barrett. Tommy, counting down the days to the start of the First Division, good win today against Athlone. How do you think you're fixed?
Look, it's hard to know on friendlies, Colm. We'll try to be as competitive as we can be going up to Bray. Obviously, it's going to be difficult. They've recruited very well in the off season. But look, we'll give it a go. It's all we can do. We've nothing to lose. It's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell going off for friendlies and to where we're at. You can see in the second half we died off a bit. Our fitness isn't there yet. So look, we'll see. We don't know yet.
There must be great excitement though amongst the players, isn't there? I mean, pre-season obviously not as long as you would like, but it's competitive football finally getting underway. The Premier Division got underway this weekend, so I'm sure the guys are itching to get out there.
Of course, yeah. We're blessed. We're lucky to be playing. People can't go in within 5 kilometres of their home, so we're privileged to be able to play a game of football, and we're aware of that. And the players are aware of that, and they know that in these times that it's people aren't even getting barely outside their homes, in distance, and we can go and play a game that we love. Happy days,
You mentioned fitness there, Tommy. Will it be a couple of weeks before you're fully up to speed in terms of competitive match sharpness, do you think?
I think if we're going realistic, that's probably our first time where we got some lads 90 minutes. We'd had 3 pre-season games, Waterford and Athlone twice, and that's the one, normally you'd have 2 friendlies where lads have probably played 90 minutes. We haven't had that, so we're definitely going to be behind, and when you're behind at the start of the season, it's hard to catch it up because teams are at the start of the season, teams are they mightn't be up to full belt technically themselves, but after 3 or 4 weeks now, and they're getting the rhythm, we're going to be behind even after the 3 or 4 weeks. But in saying that, that's something we have to deal with. It's part of the game now, part of what's been dealt to us. So we just have to hang in there until we get into our own rhythm, which I'd imagine could be even after the first round of games, or for 6 or 7 games anyway. So and then we'll know where we're at,
It's obvious looking in from the outside the amount of work that's going on behind the scenes here with volunteers in terms of the club, sponsors, jerseys, the new membership scheme that you launched. There's a huge amount of work going on over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's great. Look, and there seems to be good buzz about the place, but that's what it is. It's a buzz, so we need to be careful that we don't get carried away, both on and off the pitch. And I think we have enough people there that won't do that. And I keep saying that we have to get the off the pitch stuff right before we get the on the pitch right in the next few years. And this is certainly a long-term project. I don't even like using the word project, but because that feels like it has to end. So I think it's a long-term plan for the club, and we have to stick to that. And no matter what happens on the pitch, we can't get carried away in the work that needs to go in off the pitch.